Let's do something different today and read a story. But first, I want to thank Jace Wright, who commented under my video a serious question to all vegans. And during our dialogue, I wrote a comment, and that comment, in a way, without I realized it, I didn't realize it that time, but it led to this story. The Global Circus. So let me try to read it as best as I can. And if you are patient enough, you might enjoy it. So this is a film idea, a movie idea. So it will be, um, not like a novel, or so it is basically a very crude summary. It's very short also. It's one page. Short story. Our main character has been born into a circus. She has been trained to perform various tricks to make money for the circus. Despite being good at her performance and given a personal room of her own, she feels deep down that something is missing. One day, she encounters a wild person captured from the wild nature by the circus. The wild person knows no tricks. Wanting to know him, she approaches to the wild person's personal room and knocks the door. The wild person opens the door and grabs her and pulls into his room. After realizing that the wild person has no bad intentions, she tries to talk, and she realizes that she can speak with the wild person in sign language. English subtitles will be written for the audience in the movie. The wild person tells her that the circus is enslaving them. She denies this and says that the circus takes care of her, feeds her, clothes her, and gives her a place to stay. The wild person tells her that this is no way of living fully, that she is missing a lot, that she is enslaved. Our main character, despite acting not convinced, starts wondering about the words of the wild person and whispers to herself, "But slavery ended when they banned the small cages." After a few months, wild person wants to prove her that she is still enslaved and forced to perform unnatural tricks. She insists that this is not the case, and she can prove this by going to a holiday, far away from the circus, and do whatever she wants to do. She asks to the manager of the circus if she can have a holiday for a week, and the manager says she can have for 5 days. She tells this to the wild person. She travels to the furthest place that she can afford and rents a room there. She tries to feel free, but at each step she performs some tricks to be able to communicate with others around her. Otherwise, people would ignore her. She realizes that these tricks have become her habits, and more scarily, her lifestyle, her thought process, her way of communication with others. After realizing that she carries these tricks wherever she goes, and that she can't survive without those tricks, as everyone around her expects tricks from her, she starts to think that the wild person might be telling the truth. She returns to the circus after 5 days and tells her feelings to the wild person. He tells her that there is a place where she can be herself, that she doesn't need to perform tricks, the wild nature. Convinced by her 5 day experience, she decides to escape the circus by her new wild friend. Deep down, she always felt that something is wrong with the circus, but she always blamed herself and thought something is wrong with her, with, with herself. The night they try to escape the circus, the manager realizes their escape by the ringing alarms but fails to stop them. When they reach to the wild, she realizes that most of the wild has gone, been turned into circuses. They manage to find a patch of wild land where she can undo her brainwashing and learn to be her wild self once again, in a community that doesn't ask her for tricks but accepts her as who really is. She feels her lack of meaning disappears and turns into a warm acceptance by her true community. She finds harmony, she is in peace. So that's the short story. Um, no, I enjoyed writing it, and it aligns quite a lot with my uh, views and values that I have developed over the years. And you can just see that how I just mentioned some of those ideas here in the comments. That basically I should also thank Jace Wright for basically uh, he or she also wrote this story too, because basically the comments guided me in that direction. And if we go uh, further enough, if we follow where our thoughts come from, where our ideas come from, basically it comes from the whole universe, and we realize that we are one with the universe. That's a different topic. I've made videos about that too, but I like I like thinking in such ways. That's why I am making this story available to everyone. If you want to use it, if you want to make a movie, a film about it, just feel free to use this story, because as I said, you know, the the ideas is like ourselves, the sense that we feel that we are uh, ourselves and separate from the rest is basically is an illusion. That's why take such an illusion too seriously, and being why be egoistic. um, okay, so thank you very much for listening, and be vegan, be minimalist, be anti-technology, and watch my documentary, The Connections 2021, short documentary. Watch the Dominion 2018 documentary. It's on YouTube, about 2 hours long, enlightening, eye-opening documentary. Also, you can watch what was it, Gary Yurovsky's best speech you will ever hear. It's on YouTube too, and it's in many languages, about more than 20, I think 28 languages or something like. So you surely you can share with almost anyone in the world who has access to internet. And take care. See you in another video.